Okay, Renzo gang, another Wrestlelamia moment. I'm gonna just save y'all the intro. We just gonna dive right on into this because we got some stuff to talk about with this video. So this one is titled WWE giving into criticism or whatever you want to call it, and especially them ticket prices. Because good God, TKO, y'all doing too much. Let's dive on into it. Let's get it.
What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including the real reason why WWE changed the name of its show. Raw delivers record low ratings. This WWE problem is really getting out of hand. A shock name to retire John Cena. Triple H at the White House. A
Probably
WWE
going through.
stars no plans to retire, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that
Probably going
notification
through.
bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story.
I'm assuming Gunther's gonna be the one to retire Cena.
Our first story looks at the reason behind WWE changing the name of a show. Our top story today takes a look at a
Which one?
major change made to an upcoming
Invasion.
WWE show. Next Tuesday on NXT television, WWE were going to present Invasion, and this would see NXT and TNA collide in several interpromotional matches.
That's crazy.
WWE received mass criticism for using the name, particularly on October 7th, with Israeli outlet Israel Hayim calling out WWE directly. The term invasion on such a sensitive date, which directly recalls the infiltration of Hamas terrorists into southern communities and the mass killings of Israelis and
Ooh, that explain. Ooh, that's why they were mad at them. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Cause I was wondering like why they changed the name from from invasion to whatever they finna change it to. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, understandable.
Americans raises questions about who in the organization is responsible for this preposterous decision. The criticism alone was evidently enough for WWE to change the name of the show, as on last night's NXT, it was now confirmed that the Invasion name is no more, and the show will now be known as Showdown. The name is really underwhelming,
guess.
but with WWE
I
having
don't see
just
nothing
7
wrong with
days
that
to
name.
rebrand the show, this is probably the best they could have come up with. The criticism also extends to the use of the Invasion logo, as the logo had a prominent red V, and some believe that this was similar to the red downward triangle, a Hamas symbol. WWE have kept a prominent red letter in the new logo, but this time they've opted
Okay,
to emphasize the
I didn't
W
even watch
in
NXT
Showdown.
yet.
The Invasion name was used in WWE all the way back in
Doggone
2001
it.
for the WWF versus the Alliance storyline, and they've yet
Wait a
to
minute.
publicly address why they've
So I was seeing that Kalani Jordan, betrayed NXT because she is the TNA Knockouts champion. Okay, I didn't even. I had a feeling that Trick was gonna be Team NXT, but you have a TNA title. I guess if he probably is a team captain, but yeah. And shouts out to Ricky Saints. He beat Obafemi for the NXT Championship. I really didn't think Ricky Saints was gonna do it, but I'm not mad at it.
changed the name. But the kayfabe reason was offered by Santino Marella, as he explained that the TNA invasion of NXT acts as more of a showdown than an invasion, which sounds incredibly
Yeah, pretty
stupid.
much.
It's clear that this is an invasion. Next up, Raw delivers record low ratings. At the September
How?
22nd, 2025
How? Like Raleigh was. Well, I ain't gonna lie. Watching Raw, even though I wasn't there, I ain't gonna lie. It was kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was kind of mid. But my homeboy and my coworker, they were actually there, and I'm a little jealous about it because Roman Reigns showed up. All the times I go to WWE and it's in North Carolina, Roman Reigns don't show up, and now all of a sudden you show up. So yeah, I feel some type of way.
edition of Raw obtained the lowest viewership since WWE debuted on the Netflix platform. According to the Wrestling Observer, the show reached 2.3 million global viewers. The Monday, September 22nd episode of
Why I had to be in
WWE Raw
Raleigh, though?
did both a record low 2.3 million global views and 4.5 million global hours viewed through its first 7 days, according to the Netflix Weekly Tudum report. The show was the fallout episode from WrestlePalooza and featured a confrontation between WWE Champion Cody Rhodes and World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins to build up Crown Jewel, Stephanie Vaquer celebrating a WWE Women's title win, and Rhea Ripley versus Asuka in the main event. Now obviously this isn't good news for WWE, and it's unknown what Netflix thinks of the numbers. It's worth noting that competition on Monday nights is extremely competitive, so to obtain 2.3 million viewers is still somewhat impressive, especially in today's landscape. WWE are experimenting heavily with start times for the show this month, and there's significant concern that the Raw following Crown Jewel could have a catastrophic rating due to the show airing live in Australia, as the show will be airing at 8 AM. The time difference may be too much for a lot of fans in the US to watch live, and this will naturally impact the ratings significantly. Now, the Raw product is often met with some positive reviews from fans. Is it perfect? Well, absolutely not. But compared to SmackDown, the show is probably WWE's most consistent weekly show. If this report stated that SmackDown was receiving record low ratings, it'd be somewhat understandable, as the show is heavily panned on social media on a weekly basis. Raw has a ton of star power, and they have both male world champions on the show simultaneously, and the returns of CM Punk and Roman Reigns should hope.
And then on top of that, you had Roman Reigns there, so how? How was the views bad? Now, okay, I will say this: if CM Punk was there, the ratings would have went up. But you had Roman there, plus two of your world champions. Stephanie Vaquer was there as well. Rhea Ripley. I ain't gonna lie, TKO is destroying WWE. I'm sorry, it's destroying WWE. Like, it is.
Hopefully help the show increase in viewership. Next up, ticket prices is getting out of control.
Bruh, don't get me started on these ticket prices. The ticket prices are insane. TKO, what are y'all doing? Good God.
The ticket prices for John Cena's final match in December have now been revealed, and the numbers have led to WWE once again being torn apart by fans. According to official figures from WWE, the ticket prices are as follows: as a fifth row of row E, ramp side, is $6,500 per ticket. The second row of
Bro, why are y'all so expensive now? Dude, lower them prices.
row B on the ramp side is $9,500 per ticket, and if you want the TV side ringside package in the front row, well, that's going to set you back $11,500 per ticket. They also reveal that standard seats will range from $250 to $3,000. Cena's final match is without a doubt one of the biggest matches in WWE history. However, the show is literally a Saturday night's main event special, so to charge over $11,000 is just total greed. It's still a common question on social media when it comes to why exactly this show isn't a PLE. WWE has delivered underwhelming Saturday night main event specials all year, so the name value isn't currently there in 2025. WWE are just expecting fans to treat the name.
Saturday night's main event is not what it used to be. Like back in the Ruthless Aggression era, it was perfect. But now it's like, why? Bro, those ticket prices are freaking ridiculous. This is why wrestling fans are now slowly drifting away from WWE. And it's not WWE, it's TKO. Good God. And then next month, on the 12th, AEW Blood and Guts is coming to Greensboro, North Carolina, and I will be making an appearance there. I'm saving up and I'm going to make an appearance there. Because AEW tickets are cheaper, of course. When I went to AEW last year, when they came to my hometown, Winston-Salem, I didn't pay no more than what? I want to say no more than $80 for a seat, and I had some good seats. WWE, well, TKO.
As if it's a serious event. It would have made a lot more sense to market the event as an established PLE or even name the event as Ruthless Aggression, but WWE evidently...
That's what you could have done, named it Ruthless Aggression, since that's where, John Cena came in and he thrived. Y'all could have named that. Oh my goodness. Y'all at least could have had a pay-per-view dedicated to John Cena at least. That's his last match. And unfortunately, I'm very upset that he never came to North Carolina. because I wanted to see John Cena. He could have came to Charlotte this year when I went to Charlotte. Like, man.
You're under the impression that the name means very little when it comes to Cena's final match in WWE. There is hope due to the show now airing on Peacock instead of NBC. The show will be treated just like a PLE, and we may get an indicator for the feel for the format on Peacock when their first special debuts next month. Still, we all know one person who's going to buy those tickets, and it's got to be Green Shirt Guy. After all, he supposedly shelled out about $100,000 for front row tickets at WrestleMania 41. Next up, a shock name to retire John Cena. As fans debate on which name should receive the honor of retiring John Cena, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry has thrown a very far-fetched idea out there. According to Henry during an interview with TMZ, Cena should wrestle and put over none other than Joe Hendry in his final match this December. If John Cena wants to give back to the business, you give it to somebody that's gonna have a career. Just like him when he came in and him and Kurt Angle went at it. Him having an initial interaction with Kurt Angle is what forged the level of where he was gonna be. You gotta give it back. You gotta give the rub. Henry would add that Cena putting Hendry over will take him to the next level in WWE. Joe called him out early, and Joe is over as hell, but Joe don't have no skins on the wall. He beat Nick Nemeth, and he's beaten a bunch of people at TNA and several at NXT, but that's not like beating Triple H. That's not like beating Shawn Michaels. He's gotta have something that the world is gonna say, damn, you beat John Cena on his way out? Holy shit. And to say that the reaction to this pitch on social media is negative would be a total...
You know what? I can actually see this. I can see it. I would rather for it to be Joe Hendry instead of Gunther, but deep down, for Cena's last opponent, I really want it to be Edge, but I doubt that.
Understatement. Hendry isn't even contracted WWE talent, so why would WWE give a TNA wrestler the honor? If Henry is using the logic that Cena should put over a young star, then WWE has a number of young talents on the roster for Cena to potentially put over. Names like Dominic Mysterio, Bron Breakker, and Obafemi are all under 30, and all of these names could easily be accepted in the role of Cena's final ever opponent, and even defeat Cena. Next up, The Rock denies steroid rumors. A WWE legend, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, has finally responded to recent speculation that his notable weight change was linked to steroid use. Johnson, who recently appeared much leaner, saw fans and fitness commentators raise questions about whether his dramatic physique change involved PEDs. The Rock had bulked up significantly for his role as Mark Kerr in the Smashing Machine movie, but then reversed course, shedding around 60 pounds to portray an older character, the Chicken Man, in Lizard Music. And recently, a fitness influencer, Diego Fit, stirred further attention by posting on Instagram that The Rock's muscle loss must be due to stopping the cycle. But The Rock actually commented on the video and mentioned this is 100% not true. It certainly would take a lot for The Rock to actually go out of his way and comment on a video that wasn't even viral. Do you think there's any truth to this? Next up, WWE makes major change. The reputable Fightful Select have provided new behind-the-scenes scoops when it comes to how main roster call-ups are delivered. According to a new report from the outlet, main roster call-ups are now much more flexible, and there's no urgent rush to get a called-up talent away from NXT television. Across multiple regimes, WWE has handled call-ups in a variety of different ways, including just immediately pulling talent from NXT when the call-ups occurred. This was typically in the Vince McMahon era and left NXT in a tough place creatively. However, things have been way more flexible. In the past, there were certain points at which WWE knew that they were going to make those call-ups. We've been told that the way things have been handled internally over the last year or so has been significantly different. The call-ups themselves have been kept way closer to the vest and are less strict as a talent getting off of NXT television just to go to the main roster. I was noted that WWE feel it's important to have experienced names both at the WWE Performance Center and NXT television. The way Vince McMahon called up talent often led to mass backlash from fans. McMahon would call up talent to the main roster with no plans in place, and he was often keen to rip away everything that got that talent over in the first place. This was seen with names such as Karrion Kross and Keith Lee. These vast overhauls in presentation impacted their standing in the company, and there were key factors in their subsequent releases. Whilst the pacing of call-ups has been vastly improved under Triple H, there are a number of names in NXT such as Obafemi that are long overdue a call-up to either Raw or SmackDown. Next up, Triple H at the White House. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon appeared at the White House this week as US President Donald Trump signed an executive order relating to the use of AI in seeking treatments for childhood cancer. Taking to Instagram, the game reflected on the White House visit by stating, "Kids shouldn't even know what cancer is, let alone have to face it. I cannot begin to describe how proud I am of Stephanie McMahon." Her dedication to Connor's cure and tireless advocacy in the fight against pediatric cancer over the past decade has been truly
I would like to
inspiring.
donate to
Today's executive order, which she spearheaded, marks a historic breakthrough in this incredibly important cause. The game also
Connor's
provided a
cute.
photo
Connor's
to go
cute.
along with the post, and in the photo is his mother-in-law, Linda McMahon, who acts as the 13th United States Secretary of Education. And finally, a WWE star has no plans to retire. Our final story today takes a look at a new interview from Jey Uso, who has revealed if he has any plans to retire anytime soon. Speaking to Sports
Oh,
Illustrated, the
okay.
former world champion revealed that he wants to hit 20 years in WWE, meaning he has at
I mean, Jay Uso kind of just started really like really getting hot. Why would he retire? Just like no, he got years left. He got years left in the tank.
least 4 years left before he even considers retirement. This isn't a job, it's a lifestyle. For me, this is a 16-year run. I want to hit 20. That's a big goal for me. You've seen 20 years of Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, John Cena, and all of the greats. I want to see 20 years of the Usos. Jay, along with his brother Jimmy, are without a doubt future WWE Hall of Famers, and based on how Jay's
Definitely,
solo run has been going, Jay could
definitely.
be looking at multiple Hall of
Jimmy and Jay definitely are going to when they go to the Hall of Fame. They're gonna be they're gonna be excuse me. They're gonna be the first ones to go in the Hall of Fame. Just like for example, the Shield. They're gonna be the first to go in the Hall of Fame. Roman Reigns, Seth freaking Rollins, John Moxley, he ain't going to the Hall of Fame because he hadn't been in WWE long enough and they ain't really done well with him. When John Cena goes, I'm pretty sure next year John Cena's going to the Hall of Fame next year. But this year Stephanie McMahon is leading it. So, well for 2026, you know what I mean.
Fame inductions by the time he calls it a day in the ring. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
Well, Renzo gang, there you go. Yep, man, I'm telling you, my WWE fans out there, well, wrestling fans, period, them ticket prices are atrocious. TKO doing too much. Like, come on, TKO. Y'all are really making it hard for us to like really want to go and enjoy wrestling. Like, the tickets are insane. What are y'all doing? Ticket prices are freaking insane, bro. Like for real, like that's insane. And then big names retired John Cena. I hear that John Cena is gonna compete against AJ Styles one more time in Crown Jewel. Then I think he's got Dominic Mysterio next, and then I think he's gonna get Jacob Fatu or Braun Breaker after, because I think Dominic Mysterio is gonna put his title on the line against Cena. I would like to see Cena become Grand Slam, just a little bit. I would like to see that, but unfortunately, that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, but I love y'all, Renzo gang. Make sure you post some comments down below. Let me know what you thought. Make sure you hit that like button, you share it, and subscribe. And make sure you cut that post notification bell on so you be first to get your videos, Renzo gang. I love y'all. I will see y'all next time. You feel me? Peace.